Hey everyone! Welcome to another Ragnarok M classic video. I haven't provided a progress update on my Ranger Trapper build for a while. So in today's video, I will share my progress on this account over the past month. I will also show my damage improvements and include some PvP clips at the end of the video. If you're new to my channel, please keep in mind that this is just one of my alternative account. So it's not that well built and not nearly enough to be called a decent account. I just made this account just for fun and for some non-competitive PvP content. So if the progress seems to be slow, that's the reason. Anyway, without further ado, let's begin. Let's start with my equipment progress. This is where I spend all of my resources, so I made a decent amount of progress on this. First is my weapon. We can upgrade our weapon star version to tier 3, so I upgraded it. However, we need to make it at least plus 12 in order to unlock the last tier effect, which is the 2% skill damage. So my next goal is to refine it to plus 12. This is not hard, since Luna Bow is very cheap, and I have tons of Iridicon from grinding in Moonlight Tendrillion, so this should not be a big of a deal. The next one is my armor. I refined it to plus 12 because it is very important. It gives 2% trap skill damage each refinement and 1% magic damage starting from plus 8. So I got a total of 4% trap damage and 2% magic damage by just refining it from plus 10 to plus 12. This is also very cheap, and in fact, you can just craft it to make it even cheaper. I think I will prioritize this to plus 15 since it's very cheap and it has a ton of benefits for our build. Next is my offhand card. I crafted a Geographer, Star, or Wicked Sunflower Star card since it provides a huge damage boost for our trap skills. All of our trap skill are now considered AoE skills, so this card is perfect for our build. For my garment, I still haven't upgraded it yet except for the magic damage enchantment. But Ancient Cape Star is also good for us since it provides skill damage as well. I just prioritize some more important gears, but I will also try to have at least plus 12 Ancient Cape Star for my garment. The next one is my accessories. I managed to make both of my Luna Brooch 2 plus 12, which is a huge boost for our damage. Luna Brooch also provides 2% trap skill damage on each refinement, so it gives 8% trap damage by just upgrading both of these accessories from plus 10 to plus 12. Luna Brooch is also very cheap. It only cost 300,000 Zeny each, so refining is not that hard compared with other expensive accessories. I also changed my face headwear to this one. We don't need to ignore magic defense, but the magic damage stat is really good for us, since it boosts our trap damage as well. And then lastly is my equipment enchantments. I managed to put some Dex and Intelligence to all of my equipment that doesn't have 4th enchantment. Intelligence and Dex is also very important since it is the main damage multiplier of our trap skills. Here's my total Dex and Intelligence stats. Next is my Master Skill. I stopped upgrading my Deep Blind Trap and Full Detonation at the moment because I focused on the Trap Minefield. I rushed to make it level 5 because it is very good for faster trap deployment. It allows us to deploy 5 random traps every time we use Deep Blind Trap. So this is very helpful for both PvE and PvP scenarios. Here's how it works. Right now, I think this is pretty good, but if you're going to use it to competitive PvP, then you should also max the Hidden Blind Spot. It provides 30% damage reduction and invisibility while we are near to our Deep Blind Trap. This is huge, especially if you're also a semi-tanky build. Lastly is my handbook. This is not important for Trapper, that's why I'm not improving it. But just like I said, if you're gonna play competitively, then you should invest on survivability stats. This is just an alt account, so I'm just building it as a glass cannon build. Now, let's do some damage testing before trying it on the Yo-Yo Arena for the PvP content. Okay, now let's do some PvP.